Hey Gemini, it's Rose from Sacred Waters Tarot, here to bring you your timeless reading for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course my beautiful cross watchers. Cross watchers, you know the drill around here, especially if you are subscribed to my channel. You can find out a lot of information about Gemini, about your person, especially if there's limited contact, no communication at all, or ghosting going on between you and Gemini. Just keep in mind, everyone, this is a general reading. Not everything I say will resonate with all of you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, and go on about the reading. Now, with that being said, if this video has found you, if my channel has found you, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Please like, please share with a loved one. Comment below, guys. I love to hear from you. Let me know how this resonates with you and your situation. If you do not want to comment based on personal reasons, I totally understand. Please consider leaving me your favorite emoji. Okay, guys, in the description box and in the actually pinned to the comment section, you will find all the information to book a personal reading with me, and I would love to hear from you and read for you. And now let's get into your reading for my beautiful little Gemmies, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watchers. For those of my Gemmies who are Gemini Sun, happy birthday, happy solar return. But the readings are timeless, so if they're watching this past your birthday, happy belated. Let's see what's going on in Geminiville, my beautiful little Gemmies. I have Venus in Gemini, so maybe some Venus and Geminis are here. Let me know in the comments. Let's get into your reading, guys. I love my Gemmies so much. Let's see what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and my cross watchers of Gemini. Let's see what's going on, guys. Spirit, what are the messages for my Gemmy babies? Okay. Okay, so in the recent past regarding your current energy, Gemini, there seems to be a shakeup within a family dynamic of some sort. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be family of origin. It can be family that you've married into, or if you're not married or partnered up with somebody, this could be people who are like family to you or were like family to you. But something happened where there was more than one person, in this case being disloyal. Okay, I don't believe it's you, Gemini. I feel it's other people in your family, in your family dynamic, family of origin. It's an ending to this. So I feel like I'm speaking to many Geminis who have ended, who have walked away from a family dynamic because due to disloyalty and betrayal. Okay. This does speak of legacy and inheritance as well. And I see that you've walked away from that. So this something had to be really toxic for you to walk away. Now that I don't want you to say that I don't want you to think that I'm sounding materialistic. I'm not. I'm talking about family, legacy, honor, loyalty. Okay. You're walking away from it, or others are choosing to walk away from it too, because I do feel that there are two people in the family dynamic, whether they're blood related or married into the family, or a good close family friend or something like that. Will be different for all of you. Keep an open mind, because this is a general reading, that there are two people in the family who are extremely disloyal. Okay, who will not be disloyal like constantly, but turn on you when you least expect it. Okay, and it seems, because it's reversed, that also tells me that this is not your first time at the rodeo. You're not this is not the first time that you felt this way, you know, regarding your family of origin, or regarding your family dynamic or your situation. Okay, this is not the first time you felt this way. This is you know, have been repeated, and now you've walked away. So let's see what your current situation is regarding this. Okay, Gemini. For some of you, I hear you've recently sold a home, or you know, you've sold a home, or you moved away from the home. Okay, that's just for some of you. Here we have another 10, so 1010. So Spirit is really trying to get your attention here, Gemini, especially with the master number 1010 or 11, you know, 110 111, or it's one, but it is an angelic number. It's a master number, frequency number here. Endings and beginnings. And this is, I can tell, see, you've been through this before. You're very passionate about ending this again. You were not ready, Gemini, to fully end this toxic dynamic, but now you are. And now you're saying to yourself, this is not as difficult as I thought it would be, because now is the time. And I know that many of you Geminis are saying to yourself, why didn't I do this, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I do this years ago? Because you weren't ready. And other dynamics had to play out on the 3D and beyond in order for you to be ready to walk away from what no longer serves you. Okay, Gemini? So you're walking away from, you're ending something and beginning something else. So there is a new beginning taking place. There has been a new beginning taking place for you through this loss, through this walking away from, through this ending, through this betrayal, through this disloyalty, through all the money loss or stealing, lying, all that stuff that goes on, you know, in family dynamics, or people like family that we pick up along the way in life. Your tree of life has, to see a tree of life, it's a beautiful symbol, that we see often, right? To me, I'm seeing your tree of life now as having like no leaves, not many branches, and just, dead. So here you're picking up the branches now and you're walking away, but it's not that difficult and it doesn't weigh that much because it's the right time to do this. So don't stress that that maybe you should have done this 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right? This is the time. This is when you're ready. This is the window now. So let's see what your new beginnings are about. Let's see the future. Wow, peace. See? 5 speak of conflict, but the 5 of Swords is reversed. So Gemini, this is your energy here. In the future, being peaceful about these 2 endings and beginnings. You're focusing on for those of you who are married or partnered up and have children, you're focusing on your immediate family. For those of you who are not married or not single, not married, not single, single, not with anyone, not married, not partnered up, this is you. This is just you living your own life, going to work, going to the gym, going to the spa, going to the theater, going to a game, going to the beach, wherever, going away on holiday. Peace is what's in the future. Peace. Ceasefire. But we know that it's not forever. But you need this peace. Ending in the beginning. Ending in the beginning. And now it's time for you to rest soon. In the next coming days, the next coming weeks, you will find yourself taking a break. Whether it's with your with your immediate family that you've made on your own, or it's with yourself, or with friends, or whatever it is. You're walking away from what no longer serves you. Knight of Wands energy. I don't believe this is you. This could be a person either in your family or either like a friend or partner, okay, who's there for you through this time, okay? And they're going to be able to, be there for you to speak about it, to talk about it, to transmute it, right? To get away from it, kind of like set an intention to release the past and then move forward by doing something. This is where you're not thinking about what you had just done. So some type of like ritual or something, like a cord cutting or something, I'm hearing is needed. Whether you want to do it, Google cord cutting ritual. It's very healing. It's very symbolic, and it's really good to do when you're in transition or walking away from people who don't have your best interest at heart. It's good to cut the cord of that energy. So I feel the Knight of Wands speaks of that. Someone who's an ally here, or maybe, someone that you're listening to on YouTube, someone who says, hey, why don't you do a cord cutting? A friend. Or just someone that you watch on YouTube, or someone that you read their books or something, anything like that, okay? That can be the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. This could be your energy if you have Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart. But this speaks of a younger person. This is someone who's younger than you, but has knowledge. And, when you talk to this person, you could tell they're younger by their energy, by, their upbeat attitude and personality, but they know what they're talking about. So that's great. I always love to hear what younger people have to say about things that they're passionate about, or ways that they manifest healing and ways that they manifest change. So let's see what else is going on here, Gemini. Let's see. Oh my gosh, look at this. I can't. 10, 10, 10, 1, 1, 1. Spirit is screaming out to you. This is the time to walk away. This is walking away from family. This is walking away from family. This is walking away from stress. We have the 2 breaking up a family cards right here. So if there was ever a window of opportunity again, because I know that this has happened before to you. I know, Gemini, you have been through this. It's like a broken record, on and on and on again. The same people causing the same argument with the same storyline. Different days, different scenarios, but the same thing constantly over and over and over again until there's nothing left to salvage. So I'm seeing this more as you just walking away, and do not turn back here, because this is 111. A manifestation is occurring. Beginnings occur when endings end, okay? When one door closes and we're going to have a manhole cover on the past, right? Boom, a new beginning, a blessing comes in, okay? Because Spirit is watching this all unfold for you, Gemini. Crosswatcher, maybe you relate to this also. Maybe you're the King of Wands here, Crosswatcher. Maybe you're going to help Gemini reinvent their life. Maybe help Gemini heal and walk away from, this is hurtful. This is family betrayal. Okay? So this is hurtful. But I see, Gemini, that you're very strong, and it's not as bad as it seems right now. Or maybe you're saying to yourself, wow, while I'm going through this, other things are starting to happen for me. I'm starting to get more clients. I'm starting to be more busy. I'm starting to go out more. My family and I are starting to do things more on our own. My friends and I are starting to do this. I'm going to open up a new business. All these, new workout program. I have free time for myself now to meditate, to think, to move, to go, to grow, right? And at the same time, you're like, wow, this is making it less difficult. Because now I see that this is the time. I wasn't ready to make this, bold move in the past, but now I'm ready. So let's see what else is going on. King of Cups upright. So you do have support, Gemini. King of Cups can be your energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but I don't think it's your energy. You might have strong water placements in your chart, but I don't think this is you. Okay, look again, the gender fluid here because it's a general reading. But the King of Cups, I feel, is somebody who a maternal figure or paternal figure, okay? Doesn't have to be your parent or mother or father or whatever. Can be another one who's already walked away, who has walked away before. And they're happy now. So Crosswatcher, this could be you too. So this could be somebody who's had to do this either from your family or from their own. And they're happy now. They're at peace now. Because the King of Cups energy had the same feeling of not fitting in the way you do, Gemini. So you have a lot of support here. You could be deciding to go to the water and heal with this King of Cups energy. You could be going to the lake or something like that, depending where you live, on a boat or something, and just, bask in that energy to free yourself of this. New beginnings. This also speaks of, time to really, create new alliances with people who are more like you, Gemini, more like you, cross watcher, right? So this is positive. With these negativities, look at these two opportunities here. Look at these two. Look at the King of Cups energy and the Knight of Wands energy. One door closes, another one opens. The King of Wands appears, the King of Cups appears, okay? So all these good blessings and all these good people and all these good messengers are coming in because of what you left behind that was no longer serving you. You're no longer a martyr. You're no longer going to be tricked or played or told a story over and over again that never happens, or be promised something that you're never given, or something like that. Or gossip or slander. That's not going to happen. That's not your story anymore. You're rewriting your story, Gemini. You're not about this anymore. This is not for you. You're more like upbeat and happy and, meeting new people and getting new ideas and getting different perspectives and going new places. So that's all good, right? That's all good. Okay, let's see what else comes up here. So, sign of Scorpio can also be Cancer or Pisces. I'm just picking up strong Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio, because we have the Five of Swords here. The Five of Swords is a temporary time of peace. Sometimes it's all the time we need, but this is funny here because I'm telling you, Spirit is very, 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 how do I say, adamant about you getting this message, because the two fives here, which is also equals a 10, which also goes down to 1, right? 1, 1, 1, 10, 10, 10, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, 55. Five of Cups upright speaks of not being able to move forward, okay? Someone who's constantly in this energy of, I'm not going to be able to get past this, and I'm only focusing on my losses, and I can't move on, and you're neglecting your blessings. But this is not you. This is not you. This is somebody else trying to disrupt your peace. An energy of somebody trying to disrupt your peace. Sign of Scorpio doesn't have to be, okay? So there will be an energy. I don't feel it's a person. I feel it's an energy attached to somebody from this negativity, from this toxic family bond here, whatever you want to call this. Someone's entity, someone's energy trying to suck you back in. And I'm not surprised, because the Five of Swords is only a temporary peace. But it's warranted. I'll take it, right? So, maybe you're dealing with somebody who's, although you have these great alliances here and this positive energy coming through, of love and passion and all, good sparks of creativity and all this stuff, you still have someone who's wallowing in their misery, okay? And this energy doesn't really belong to a certain person. It just flows through the toxicity of the family whenever they're together, whenever they're talking, wherever they are. It's kind of like this black cloud that follows these people. But it's no longer following you, but it's trying to reattach itself to you. And that's what happens. That's how you know you did the right thing, okay? Because I say this in almost every reading, and I'm going to say it again. The devil does not bother you when you're down the wrong path. So when you're on the right path, okay, of course, you're going to meet people along the way, or get an energy or a feeling that comes upon you, placed by somebody else, that mimics the energy of how you feel when you're around this toxic family energy. And no, because this person has no, this entity has no care for what they have It's a very sad entity. It's focusing on the losses only and not what still remains. Okay? And it can be anything. Can be emotions, can be people. So Gemini, you know, if somebody in your family was not treating you right and neglected your needs and your values and your words and your feelings, and they were focused on their losses, that's not a good feeling, you know? So it's just a reminder to move forward, right? Because you have gratitude, Gemini. You have gratitude. Your future is bright, and these endings are leading to new beginnings. So this energy needs to go. This cloaked in black and crying and miserable, looking at what the losses are, but now looking at, just embrace what's behind them and see two beautiful full cups of water. You know, that belongs to this person, and they're denying that. So that doesn't feel good, right, Gemini? That doesn't feel good. Yeah, Gemini, you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It's going to be difficult for you to make this transition, but do not go back. Set your boundaries. You don't have to go blocking everybody. You don't have to go change your name, change your address, move, anything like that. It's just boundaries being set in place that are set in stone now. Okay? Because I have to tell you, it's very unfair what's been going on. Okay, for years. Whoever, you know, was supposed to be giving freely, nurturing and caring freely in regards to you. I know this is in your future, but your past is creeping up into your future. It was very unfair. You were never given your fair share. Or you could find out, you know, something like inheritance is possibly coming your way and you don't know. But you may find yourself fighting for what's yours in the future. And even if you didn't walk away, Gemini, I can tell you right now, they would have done this to you anyway. Okay? These are scumbags. These are low vibrational beings that have no loyalty to themselves. They have no loyalty to anybody. They're not going to have loyalty to you, you know? So, you know, let's see what else comes up here. I want to focus on your future, but your past keeps creeping up into your future. The Fool reversed. Strong sign of Aquarius, strong sign of Aries, doesn't have to be. I think you're going to be hearing of somebody doing something, saying something about you, making judgments about your character and the way you conduct your life and how you live your life. Instead of saying all these things good that are good about you, Gemini, oh, Gemini is a free spirit, Gemini's on a spiritual path, Gemini is very connected to source, Gemini is into pendulums, Gemini's into crystals, Gemini's into ancestry, Gemini's into divination, right? If you are, I'm sure you are because you're here, right? There will be ill talk about you from an Aquarius or from an Aries. Regarding your path, regarding you moving forward, regarding you taking that leap, right? And not looking before you leap. They might say you're a fraud. They might say you're full of crap. They might say that you're a liar. They might say that you don't have anything. They might say you're an opportunist. They might say all these things about you, Gemini, that are completely opposite from the truth, because they can't stand that you had the power and the energy to walk away from their disloyalty okay? From there having fun and making fun and causing people harm and people cry and be in this energy of black cloak, black cloud following you. You're not doing that. So you're not, don't listen. I'm preparing you for the blessings that are coming and also the energy trying to pull you back into that toxicity. Okay? But remember, 111 and 55, 55 major life shifts, you know? This whoever's talking to you, the number zero is an infinite number here, but it's in reverse. I'm seeing it. Whoever's saying this is a giant zero. I said cereal. This person is a giant zero. So drop that zero. Drop that zero, Gemini. I'm going to pull 3 more cards here. Spirit, what are the messages also for Gemini here? This is definitely a family dynamic coming to an end. And you're fine, Gemini. You're going to be fine. But just know that, of course, they're going to try to drag you back in, pull you back in. That's just the way it is. That's how you know you're doing the right thing. And this is confirmation for you. This reading is confirmation for you that you are doing the right thing. You are taking care of yourself. You're focusing on yourself if you're just by yourself. And like I said, if you have a partner and you have children, you're focusing on that. Okay, if you have a pet, or you're focusing on the bond with your pet, which is way more important at this time. Okay, always. Your children, your partner, those loved ones around you that you met along the way, right? Or if you don't have any of those things, for yourself, you are so important, Gemini. You're so important, okay? 3 more cards, Spirit. What else does Gemini need to know regarding this much needed, much overdue, but divinely guided ending for you in your family dynamic, okay? Justice reversed. Wow. There could be some paperwork legalities and stuff like that need to be overlooked, need to be checked. There's something that's yours that you're not receiving, that you're entitled to. It's your rite of passage. You're not getting it. But we'll see. Page of Cups. You will be receiving a gift from Spirit in the form of prosperity due to what somebody took from you. Okay? So not to worry. Because Spirit is watching you. Your ancestors are watching you closely. Your spirit guides are watching you closely. And they will provide the love that you need to nurture yourself and then some. What was your rite of passage by prosperous ways is being returned to you, but not by the same person, by the divine. Okay? By your angels. Okay? Oops, 2 cards wanted to come out. Okay. And there you are, Gemini, in your energy. You're feeling young, you're feeling youthful, you're feeling energetic. You're not going to let the 5 of Swords upright come at you. Because you have your own sword. You're on a horse with your own sword, charging through, cutting through all the BS, because you've been blessed on your path of cutting people out. So this 5 of Swords here gets canceled out by this Knight of Swords energy, and that's your energy, Gemini. That's you. Okay? So because it's the Knight, gender fluid, male or female, take it however, just swap it up, flip it, reverse, keep an open mind. This can be a female. Okay? Whether you're masculine or feminine, the Knight of Swords energy speaks about just youthful righteousness. Speaking your truth, standing in your truth, unapologetically defending yourself and your honor and what's yours and what was taken and all the bad karma that trickled down into your energy. But here's the Page of Cups bringing you, restoring what was yours, restoring what was given to you at your birthright, restoring what you signed up for. And it's, you know, it's something that nobody can take away from you because you have sound mind and body. You're being blessed by the divine. And others are like, you know, going to try to charge at you, but they cannot catch up to you. So this Five of Swords almost doesn't even belong here. But it's just to show you that there's going to be fights and drama, but you're going to rise above it. Okay? And they will not be able to catch up with you. So this is really, really beautiful. I want to draw a Nature's Whispers Oracle card for you here, just for another message from the spirit world, okay, to bless you on your new path, Gemini. You know, like I said, if you have your own children and if you have your own partner, you're going to see that, you know, you're much happier with your own core family that you've created, that you've acquired throughout the years. And if you're single, now there's time to, there's room here, because I saw a few people here. There's room for meeting the love of your life, especially with the Page of Cups energy. You know, especially with the King of Cups energy, especially with the Knight of Wands energy. So if you've been single, I don't think you will be for longer. You're going to have your choice of suitors, and they're going to be right for you. And if you're already partnered up, new beginnings in love and just, you know, blessings upon blessings with you and your loved ones and your children, your husband, your wife. Okay, your partner, domestic partner, divine partner. Let's see which one I like. Assurance. Oh my God. Assurance. So here we have 3 maidens, all in a tree. How beautiful. Remember I was talking about your tree of life? How it looked in the beginning of the reading? You can rewind, go back to the beginning where I spoke of the tree of life. How your tree of life to me in my mind's eye looks like it's no longer. It's just like a tree. There are no green leaves and branches have been falling. So it's, but here we have assurance of a new tree of life emerging. With these 3, you know, and I love, you know, if you see number 333 a lot, or, you know, or you do things in threes like I do. The energy of the triple goddess, 2, 3 maidens, new beginnings, you know, and assurance is here. Number 14, 1 and 4 is 5, so that could be, number 14 can be significant to you, or the number 5. Let's see how this ties into your reading, Gemini. Remain steady and be assured you are doing exactly what you are supposed to do. You might be seeing small signs that things, situations, and desires are just beginning to fall into place. Wow. Your focus and skills are intact. You will feel motivated in work areas and therefore make good inroads on your usual work. New ways of dealing with things will occur to you. Fresh perspectives will appear, and as a result, your life will move forward towards harmony and balance. Trust yourself. You have everything you need. Wow. Page number 31. So we have number 14. 1 and 4 is 5. We have a 5. We have 31 here. 3 and 1 is 4. There's a 4. Okay. And we saw 111, and we saw 555. We saw 55. 555. So these are all angel numbers. These are all great numbers for you. This is assurance that you will create your own tree. You will manifest the life that you want. Okay. So I love this reading for you, Gemini. Please comment. Let me know. Claim this reading. Claim your blessings. And just know that the best is yet to come. Okay. It's assured. Your new tree of life is blossoming. Okay. Much love to you, Gemini. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.